Okay, so it looks like I'm live and I'm going to be discussing a very important topic in terms of health. The title is NAC and Glutathione and how important are they? So I'm going to get to that. But before I do that, I need to lay some foundations. So all chronic health, you look up any disease, you go into the peer-reviewed research and put in cancer, or you put in fibromyalgia or autism or whatever chronic condition that you want to, and you're going to find that they are all linked to inflammation. Okay, so inflammation, chronic ongoing inflammation, is underpinning every single chronic disease that you can think of. And inflammation has something underlying that. And what's underlying inflammation is something called oxidation. We used to call free radicals back when I was younger, but typically now it's called oxidation. So I'm going to need you to understand a little bit about what oxidation is, because it's the foundation of inflammation, which is the foundation of all chronic disease. And then we're going to get to NAC, glutathione, and all of that. Now, if you have any questions, I don't know if anybody's even on, but if you have any questions, I'm happy to take questions while I'm talking, so you can text them in, I will see them, and I will answer them. Okay, so first of all then, let's look at what oxidation is. I'm going to try and keep this simple, but I really want you to understand a little bit of the science for it all to make sense. So oxidation, let's look at it as an imbalance. Okay, so again, all disease comes about by imbalances in the body. Now that can be a range of different imbalances, whether it be sugar imbalances, pH imbalances, hormonal imbalances, oxygen imbalances, whatever. But we're looking at a very important imbalance, which is called oxidation. And let's think of a molecule as having protons and electrons. Okay, and they're supposed to be in pairs, one proton, one electron. If a molecule loses an electron, and there's a whole range of reasons for that, and one of them is oxidation, but if a molecule loses an electron, it's now out of balance. Okay, and it becomes an oxidative molecule. Now it's going to cause oxidation stress. Okay, because what it's going to do, it's going to try and balance itself, and it's going to do that by stealing an electron from wherever it can get it to rebalance. And the process of stealing electrons from other places is what we call oxidation. In a metal, we would call it rusting. Okay, it's just helpful if you understand this for what I'm going to say later. So oxidation is imbalances between electrons and protons, damage is done when they try and achieve balance by stealing electrons from other places, and they can steal it from anywhere, from your eyes, from your liver, from within your blood, wherever. It will steal electrons, and that will damage whatever it's stolen it from. Okay, and we have, let's call it a rusting. It's not actually a rust, but similar, it's the same process, a rusting internally, okay, a damaging, and it's what causes the aging process. Okay, so I don't want to get any deeper than that. Hopefully that just gives you a bit of an understanding. Okay, so since this is the underlying cause of every chronic disease, okay, and by the way, I'm not going to go into this, but what causes the oxidation, what causes the loss of electrons and so on, and what causes it is toxins, among other things. Okay, so toxins cause the oxidation. Okay, so the loss of electrons, which create imbalances, causing them to steal electrons, causing more damage. All right. Okay, I hope that all makes some sense to you guys and that you understand that, because now I want to get on to solutions. So how do we prepare heal or fix oxidation? How do we do that? Okay, so everybody's heard of antioxidants. Okay, so antioxidants are part of the process major part of the process of repairing the damage of oxidation, an antioxidant. So what does an antioxidant do? Well, an antioxidant is able to donate an electron to create balance without damaging itself. Okay, so it can give an electron to the molecule that's missing an electron. That molecule is now in balance. It hasn't damaged the antioxidant, which makes it an antioxidant, because normally it would be damaged. And now we have balance. That's what an antioxidant is. So the most famous antioxidant is probably vitamin, or vitamin if you're American, C. Vitamin C, very good antioxidant. Vitamin E is also an antioxidant. Everybody knows that fruits like blueberries and strawberries and all of these are antioxidant foods. Okay, so antioxidants are important in the fight against oxidative stress, which causes inflammation, which underlies all disease. Okay, so that's good to know. But, and here's where it starts to get exciting, because it's been discovered some time now, but still not widely known, that there are antioxidants that are billions of times more powerful than any antioxidant that you can eat. So billions of times more powerful than vitamin C. Billions of times more powerful than any antioxidant that you can eat. So what is this special thing that's billions of times more powerful? And it's antioxidants that your body makes instead of eats. So you can make your own antioxidants in your own body, and they are billions of times more powerful. And the most famous of those antioxidants that your body can make is glutathione. Okay, so glutathione is an antioxidant that your body makes. Okay, so I'm going to cover a few things now about glutathione. So first of all, glutathione that you supplement is not the same as glutathione that your body makes. You don't get glutathione by supplementing glutathione. In fact, your body's going to break it down into its component parts. It's not going to be glutathione anymore. So you can't just supplement glutathione and get glutathione. It's not quite that easy. But let me first of all explain why it's so much more powerful. Because unlike an antioxidant like vitamin C, which donates an electron, so it basically one molecule of antioxidant vitamin C can neutralize one molecule of oxidant by donating its electron. It's now spent, it's balanced the oxidant, all's good, but it's one-on-one. Okay, your homemade glutathione, instead of one-on-one, it does 1 on a million per second, and it does that for 10 to 14 days. So that's however many seconds are in a day times 10 to 14. That's how many millions of oxidants it neutralizes. So it is massively more powerful. So this is why glutathione is such a big deal, and why it's being touted as so important for fighting the current situation, because the current problems that people are having involves a lot of oxidative stress. That's why people are being really sick and potentially dying. So anything that we can do to bring that stress on the body down, okay, the oxidation, the inflammation, the whole mess that occurs, has a very powerful effect on healing. So this is really important stuff. Okay, so if your homemade glutathione is so powerful, so much more powerful than supplements, then how do we do anything about increasing that? Well, one of the things that people have been talking about a lot recently is NAC. So what has NAC got to do with glutathione? Well, it's one of the building blocks of glutathione. Okay, so if you have NAC, your glutathione has the potential to be increased, and that is obviously the goal, to have higher glutathione. Okay, so that's where NAC comes in, and you may well know that they've started to make NAC difficult to get. NAC is a great supplement to take. However, There is another supplement which I've recommended for quite a lot of years now, but you don't see me talking about it much publicly. It's much more private stuff that I do with people. But there's another supplement which has been around for quite a number of years now that has the ability to raise your glutathione levels by over 300%. That is massive, right? Over 300% increase in your glutathione. And that in turn results in a decrease in oxidative stress by over 40% in the first 30 days alone. Okay, now there's not much that you can do aside from getting all the nutrients that you need and removing the toxins. Those are two really big deals, but there's not much that you can do more important than reducing your oxidative stress. Okay, and there's a number of ways of doing that. One of them is to remove the toxins. That's why I talk a lot about removing toxins and how to do that. But this is another way. This is a way of raising your body's defenses so that it doesn't receive the damage of those toxins, creating oxidative stress, inflammation, and all the outworkings of that. The brain fog, the migraines, the muscle issues, all the different chronic diseases that you can think of have this as a major factor within them. Okay, so this supplement works in a very, very special way. It's hardly even a supplement because it's a natural product. It contains 5 herbs, and the 5 herbs are nothing special, and they're in low dose. So if you look at the ingredients and things like green tea and curcumin, ashwagandha, if you look at them, you think, okay, they're all good herbs, but nothing, outstanding. It's not the individual herbs, it's the way they're put together, and they act like a key that switches a switch in your body known as the NRF2 pathway. So it basically turns a switch in your body, a little bit like turning an electric light on. Okay, you don't need to do much, you just do that and electric comes on and all kind of cool things can happen. It's similar to that, a little switch in your body which causes your body to make more of its own antioxidants. Glutathione, just one of them, but that's the one it does the biggest job on with the over 300%. So increasing your own glutathione is a very, very powerful way of improving your health outcomes, improving anything that you're fighting, anything that your body's fighting. If you can have more glutathione, it's kind of like young people have lots of glutathione and they recover very quickly, typically from most stuff. As you get older, that glutathione goes down for various reasons, and this is kicking it back up to young levels, like when you were a youngster again, and now you can start to fight the oxidation and the inflammation and everything that goes with that. So that is an overview of exactly why glutathione is so important. NAC, as I say, is one of the building blocks, so that's a cool thing to do, but not necessary when we're taking the supplement, which I haven't named. I just realized I haven't named it. So the supplement is called Protandim NRF2. Okay, there's a link in the title of this in there, so you can go and find it, look at it, see what the price is for your country. And what have you. It's not excessively expensive. If you do decide to order and buy it, then great, let me know, because I'll need to send you some information about how to use it correctly, because you can't just take it based on the instruction on the bottle. You're not going to get the full effect. You're going to need a little bit of information and help, which I'll give. So if anyone has any questions about this, about glutathione, about Protandim, about inflammation, oxidation, any of this stuff, just message in the post below, and I'll get back to you and try and help you out. Okay, I've covered a fair bit of ground there, so I hope that you've learned something, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.